Hi, my name is Xavier Hernandez, and I'll talk about my progress within StatsMed. Um, so we could see that there has been um, progress being made when using StatsMed. We could see that I was having difficulties with acquisition deck one, um, going transitioning to acquisition deck two. We could see that I had to put an intervention in between those because I was not making the sufficient progress to hit the aim band. We can see that there's a lot of variability towards acquisition deck one and acquisition deck two. I was going up and down, not much progress being made. However, we could see that after intervention, there was a slight increase of my actual data points. We can see that I start having an increasing trend, and I do hit the aim band um, for the acquisition deck one after the intervention. We could see that prior to the intervention, I do have stable um, a stable line path for the D cell points. We can see that it's also very variable. However, there's less variability compared to the actual point. We could see that after the intervention, there's a increasing, decreasing trend path for my D cell points. We could see that after the intervention, um, moving forward to acquisition deck two and acquisition deck three, there's a decreasing path line towards my D cell points, while there's an increasing path line towards my axle points. We could see that the intervention did help when it came to um, transitioning to over other decks. Um, After that, we see not so much variability with my actual data points. There's no variability with my D cell points as well. Most of them are zero for most of the D cell data points. We can also see that I do hit the aim band um, after the intervention on the weekly basis. There's not sufficient data for the fluency deck. One, I was just able to reach it the last day um, before concluding our 5 days with StaffNet. Um, so what I started doing in order to increase my studying was using the study mode on StaffNet. So before taking the weekly StaffNet data points, I would take the study mode and I would do that for an hour prior before conducting the actual StaffNet. I did the study mode for an hour and I believe it did help. We can see that did help because I started increasing my active points and decreasing my D cell points. I would do this and I will carry this on after the the intervention. So I did that for acquisition deck two and acquisition deck three. For acquisition deck three, I did have a harder time with this intervention just because it felt more difficult. However, I did use the same intervention. It did help me out. It just took a little bit longer. I was able to hit the aim band on the fourth day instead of the usual third day. Um, so I did meet my personal objective in this course. This was my first time using StaffMath. So I had difficult at the beginning. We can see that with the data and acquisition deck one. I wasn't really sure how to maneuver it quite yet, but after the intervention, I did start to feel more comfortable using SoftLens. We can see that I was able to hit those aim belts on a weekly basis. And was able to make progress with my intervention.